Hey guys, what's up? Carmen Sphinx here, bringing you guys my Oracle Think Tank Clan Amaterasu, Amaterasu, slash Goddess of the Sun Amaterasu deck file for January 8th, 2018. Yeah, this deck is this deck is absolute garbage. I mean, it lost to Larva Mutants, so yeah, yeah, it's not very good at all. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and get straight into it. For the starter, we're running one copy of Priest of the Sun Izume. Honestly, I just looked at it, read the effect, and I was like, oh, okay, screw it, whatever, it's direct support, so whatever. Without realizing there's no way to get it out of the field, like out of the soul onto the field, but whatever, that's okay. Um, as for the trigger lineup, I'm running 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. I'm running 4 copies of Battle Sister Ginger and 4 copies of Psychic Bird. Battle Sister Ginger, because why not? And Battle Sister, I'm sorry, Psychic Bird, because it's one of the OG triggers that does an effect that's useful to this day. So, and it's very unique because it doesn't unflip or give power. You put it into soul and you draw cards. That's very good. 4 copies of Battle Sister Ganesha. With its real effect, you put it into the soul and choose one of your units, and until in the turn it gets 3,000 power. So by then it's kind of like Marvel. Well, it's basically exactly like Marvel, only for OTT. And 4 copies of Legends of Magus Fine. I don't use this for the actual ability of it. I just use it because, I mean, it's the advanced Legends of Magus. So yeah. That's it for the grade 0 and trigger lineup. Moving on to grade 1s, we have 2 copies of Battle Sister Lollipop, who looks like someone off of Kill La Kill, to be honest with you. Or at least to me. Just for the limit break remover, or enabler, or whatever you want to call it. 2 copies of Battle Maiden Sayara Hime. This is the ideal right target for grade 1. I mean, I guess, actually, now I think about it, I guess it's just a backup ride target because our next card would probably be better, that being Battle Sister Cocoa, Planet's Coco. I just now realized that if you actually look at its card art, you can see Battle Sister, not Waffle, Battle Sister Chocolate in the back, which is ironic considering they're right next to each other. So, yeah, just realized that. When it's placed in the Vanguard order, circle if you're an Oracle Think Tank Clan Vanguard, look at the top part of the deck and put it on the top or bottom of the deck. So I guess it's not ideal right target for grade 1. This is just a call target, or I guess, especially if it's a second, if you're going second, or just the backup grade 1 right target. Other than that, it's just damage fodder really, because if it attacks, it's a 10k attacker with Amaterasu, but who really cares? We only have 4 copies of Stratified Divine Sword, Amino no Mabu. Hang on, let me just pronounce this in my head for a second. Kumo. Kumo. Try saying that 5 times fast. We don't use it for his on-call skill. We just use it for strat fodder, honestly. And for Perfect Guard, we're running Perfect Guard G on flip, which is Meditator, Amina Sagari, Amina Sagari. But I'm almost calling him a cigar, basically. But, well, Perfect Guards are addictive. I'm kidding. Choose a card and discard from your hand. Discard it when it's placed on a guardian circle. Cost choose one of your Vanguards that's been attacked. It is a Perfect Guard G, so it can only protect the Vanguard from being attacked, but it's okay. And of course, if you have another copy of it and it drops in, counter charge 1, so it's amazing. And that wraps up the grade 1 lineup. So, moving on to grade 2s. We have, I believe, 8 of them. Yeah, we do. So we're running 4 copies of Balladini Susanomo. This is a 12k attacker for Amaterasu. Pretty much every, I guess, old age archetype has one. And oh, I guess it's the ideal ride target. And the backup ride target is 4 copies of Silent Tom. During about the scene attacks with an Oracle Think Tank Vanguard, Clan Vanguard, your opponent cannot normal call grade 0 units to Guardian Circle. Now, it's interesting that they printed that in that exact wording, because that implies to me that they anticipated Quintet Walls to come into the game, because that superior calls, if we're being technical with terms here, grade 0 to Guardian Circle, not normal calls them. So, it's not necessarily an Easter egg, but I just find it ironic how it's worded that exact way, given how quintet walls work. But I mean, eh. I know they're not used anyway, but just saying. And that's it for the grade 2 lineup. Moving on to the grade 3s, it's very simple. Just like before, we're only running 8 grade 3s, which is 4 copies of both. The original CEO Amaterasu. It has a continuous on Vanguard skill. So during your turn, it's kind of like Demon World Monkey Amon. If the number of cards in your hand is 4 or greater, this unit gains plus 4,000 power. They later use this first ability of CEO Amaterasu to kind of base what the clan keyword's off of, which is Oracle, which activates if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, which is actually super easy to achieve. Now there's twin drives being super prevalent, and now triple drives, well, triple drives has been here for a long time now, actually, but triple drives being very, very commonplace. In fact, they can, almost every Vanguard now that's a grade 4 can restand itself at the cost of a Strider, a drive checker too, so that shouldn't be a problem. And Automatic Vanguard, at the beginning of your main phase, Soul Charge 1, look at the top card of your deck and put that card on the top or bottom of your deck, so it's kind of like Cocoa. Pronounced Cocoa, by the way, but whatever. I just realized that mid-editing or whatever. And then it's got its Mega Blast skill. Its Mega Blast skill that literally nobody uses. Automatic Vanguard or Guard. You can Counter Blast 5 and Soul Blast 8. And when this unit's attack hits the Vanguard, which is absolutely worthless, because by the time you get this effect online, you won't be landing an attack. Especially now with perfect guards being as prevalent as they are and doing what they can do. And now you can make pay cost if you draw up to 5 cards, which is an amazing effect. It's an amazing effect, don't get me wrong. But my god, why? Why make the cost so expensive? Like, what? If I wanted 5 cards, I'll do you one better, draw 6 by striding twice. Like, what? I don't know. It's just kind of whatever to me. Finally, round up the grade 3, so you have 4 copies of Goddess of Sun Amaterasu. It's got a limit break 4, which is like 3 or 4 more damage. Or, not. Counter Blast 2. When this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, you may play the class to search your deck for up to 1 Oracle Think Tank. Reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And continuous on Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard named CEO Amaterasu in your soul, this Crossroad unit, meaning you just put this unit on top, the Evolving unit on top, it's pre-evolution, which is CEO Amaterasu. It gets 2,000 power, making a 13k base, which I described in my last video how good that is. And Leader, which is basically the precursor to Lord, as we know it nowadays. Kind of like Pilot and Pioneer. Pioneer and Forerunner. Excuse me for a bit. And that's it for both the grade 3 lineup and the main deck. Moving on to the strides. It's very, very simple compared to my previous deck profile. 4 copies of Chief Deity of the Heavens Amaterasu. This is activated on the Vanguard Circle once per turn. Generation 8, Counter Blast 1. Look at 5 cards on the top of your deck. Put up to 3 of them from among them into your hand. Put the rest on top or bottom of your deck in any order you choose. And until end of turn, this unit gets Auto Vanguard Oracle. When your drive check reveals your trigger unit, all units in the front row gain that 5,000 power trigger bonus until the end of the turn. Which is amazing, especially if you want to give the 5,000 power somewhere else. Then that's 10,000 to one unit, 5,000 to the other, and of course the trigger, secondary trigger effect would most likely go through, depending on what it is. 4 copies of what I have to just say is not only the ideal first stride, but probably the best stride in the game. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Not the best stride in the game, but best stride. Um, I guess in the clan so far. But one of the best first strides in the game. And that's not me misspeaking. That's actually what I believe to be a fact. I guess that makes it an opinion thusly, but anyway, um, it's of course it's a stride unit, so it's got the stride unit ability at the top, and automatic Vanguard counterblast 2, and choose a face down card and persona blast it. Persona flip. I'm sorry. When your G zone, turn it face up, and if the number of face up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, look at up to 4 cards on the top of your deck section. For 2 cards, put them into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of the deck in order you desire. This would have not be used for the rest of the turn. They could just have completely butchered that part out if they had just put Counterblast 2 one turn, like one slash turn, like they do with some units, well, most units nowadays, but whatever. They just decided not to do that. But yeah, 4 copies of Lord of Guidance, Wakahime, uh, Wakahirame, Wakahirame, um, Wakahirame, or however you want to pronounce it. It's got the Strides going Generation Break 2 Oracle. This ability is activated when you have 5 or more cards in your hand. Now last one, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down card with this card's name and basically Persona Flip from your G-Zone, turn it face up. When this unit attacks Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do draw a card, choose a card from your hand, put it on the top of your deck. So this is good for reshuffling, not even reshuffling, recycling your critical triggers, guaranteeing its usefulness. I'd say heal triggers, but more often you're not getting rid of them. And finally, 4 copies of Center Returning Amaterasu. This is just because it's an Amaterasu name, same as this. I don't ever expect you to go into this 4 times, or God forbid more than twice, but whatever. If at all. This unit's placed on Guardian Circle. If the number of cards in your hand is 4 or more, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until the end of the battle. And when it's placed on Guardian Circle, switch charge 1, look at the top part of your deck and place it on the top or bottom of your deck. So again, just good for getting through those rough triggers that are just oh so hard to come by nowadays because there's just way too many cards that aren't triggers in the deck, but whatever. Um, This is basically like this card. I actually like how they took Amaterasu and based it off of this card. Basically, only made it a bit less severe. Like they made this one a bit better than this one, obviously, but they took inspiration from this and put it onto this only a bit better. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be my deck profile for now. I've been your host, Cardfight Phoenix, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.